Okay, here's the push button connection to the transmission. It's a shifter. Just have to pull that one bolt out, and then it should come right out. There might be some fluid in there. I have my catch can under here. This wheel here can be spun on this threaded shaft to change the depth in which the shifter engages into the transmission. And that's how the push button is actually adjusted to differentiate between like park and neutral and reverse. And if you don't have it set right and you put it in park, you might be in reverse. So it takes some adjustments. I'm hoping I can just remove it and put it back in and not have to play with it. But maybe I'll put a mark on it and see if that will stand true when I put it back together. Let me pause this a minute and we'll come back with a marker. Okay. My feeble attempt of marking it. I'm surprised I was able to find a marker. It happened to be black, which doesn't really show up that well, but I put a little arrow pointing at the correct hole. And I tried to draw a little ring around it, but we'll see. All right, now for the fun part. We're going to try to back the camera up a bit so that I can get my wrench in there and still get a view of what's going on. Okay. This is in the front of the transmission pan here. This 3/8 on here. All right, bolt is out. It's a 3/8 bolt. I had the right size bolt, but it didn't like the deep socket. Now this one, you got to stick a screwdriver down the side. I don't want to move this. This is what I was talking about, changing the way everything runs here. I don't want to move that. So I got to stick a screwdriver alongside the cable and unhook a little wire clip that keeps it locked in position. So I'm going to try to get a better angle with a light. This is a really tough spot to get a light. And just so I can show you how to do it. Well lit, and I kind of got the camera in the right spot, but it's going to be hard to reach around. So we're going to use this little screwdriver again. There is a small wire spring that holds this cable in place. It does not take a lot of force to move the spring. It's tiny. You just got to hit it in the right spot and move it in the right direction. From what I remember, be a bitch because of my headers. You've got to engage this thing from the outside, and this damn header is completely in my way. You pull the whole assembly off to one side, like that, and then take a little bit of the tension off by pushing in a little bit, and then you stick a screwdriver into the opening, which is not big. Not big at all. It's behind here. I don't want to move this thing too much. I can see if we can get a better angle of the hole size. It's not a big hole, so you're literally putting it through the hole that O-ring seal on in the back. They see that in the back? That's where you're going for this. It's usually easier to go through one of the holes because it gets you closer to the cable. You want to pull this way. Stick the screwdriver in the hole into the into where the cable, yeah, easier said than done, I know. I think we're gonna end up having to move this wheel completely out of the way, which is what I did not want to do. But looks like that's gonna be the only answer. Yeah, you wonder why they stopped using this stuff. We're gonna put a small clean mark here, I guess, because the mark is not really helping much. And then I'm gonna back this out of here so we have a better angle of the hole. Of course, it's not that bit better, but it's there. Here, engaging. We might have to find something thinner than the screwdriver to get in there because it's not gonna reach.
Wire.
I need to bend on it. It's too thick. Hopefully, it will get where I need it to go. Reach when I need it to reach. Seems like it's in. Oh, my God, hook on something else. Wiggle it until I hit that clip. Not get caught on the clip, which I think I just did. Now I gotta get it out. I don't remember this being so difficult, but I didn't have the headers on here before. You know? Let me go on top and shift gears. Maybe that'll help. We'll hit the button on the gear. Put it in low. And we'll probably get me some more space. I should have put this. It came out a little bit. I should have put this in low gear before I started. So remember that, everybody. Put it in gear before you start. And it will let you get this opening here. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. There it is. There it is. Pain in the ass. But we got it. All right. So remember, don't do as I do. Do as I say. Put it in low gear before you start messing around with this. I left it in neutral and it was a bad idea. I was able to get it in in reverse, and it popped the cable a little bit. But I think if you put it in low, it actually pops it more. I'm not sure. But one of the positions will actually give you some more room. And then probably a good idea, because then you don't have to mess with this, which is going to be another whole set of crap now. Because when I put it back together, it's not going to be in the right gear. However, it's happened before, it'll happen again. Make sure you don't maul that O-ring in there. I hope this helps. I hope this helps you guys. Again, when you put this back together, there's like a little wire that lays on here, and as you push this thing in, it snaps into that little groove. I haven't had any trouble reassembling these things. This O-ring's in good shape. They snap right back together, but you might have to do some adjusting. All right, so the rest of this stuff is pretty normal. I still have to disconnect the battery and pull the starter and then loosen the bell housing bolts, take out the training mount, drive shaft. We've seen all that before, but I haven't seen many videos on the push button disengagement of cables. Pain in the ass. All right.